Nigga, you know nothing playing no more, right?
I don't give a shit, nigga. Like,
it's just West Coasting.
yo.
Yeah, the West is strong, bro. The West is
Yeah. Hey.
So a little background information then.
Yeah.
Prior to the show today, Taz just put me on another artist. Shout out, I guess, to Bishop Snow. That shit was fire.
You know, the West Coast has a sound.
We do.
That has been dead for a very long time. Think of like 90s Dre, Shady Shice, Warren G. I was just gonna.
Yep.
Listen, I can't be held responsible for what I do when these type of tracks come on.
He said it.
I can't be held responsible.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, that's not fair. I'm a West Coast nigga.
Yeah. Reminds me of too many times, bro. Too many times back in the day out there. Pop it. Ah. Yeah. I think West Coast hip hop is something I don't think I'll ever grow out of.
Never.
I'll be 90 years old. They'll be like, so Mr. Williams, you done broke your hip. Your back is bad. Let's go. I can still gig though, right? Yeah, nah. This shit is right though. I gotta give it to him.
All right, man. Hold on. I'm about to get hood in there. Let me stop.
All right.
Hold on. No. I didn't want you to stop it, but I was just like, okay, all right.
I had to add it to the playlist. Though. Yeah.
Hey, welcome to a new episode of Do You Even Comic Book?
Yeah. Wow, that was very professional, sir.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Fancy intro. This is fancy intro.
It's your boy, Phony Toast, the toastest with the mostest.
Taz, the old nerdy bastard, the old West Coast nerdy bastard.
West up.
Yes, West up. We are OGs, Cali OGs in this. I never thought that I'd reach this level. I would call myself a Cali OG.
I mean, you know how far off 2024 was when we were going, like, bro, I actively remember the 90s.
I still remember it like it just was a thing.
Like, I remember the 89 earthquake in San Francisco. I was there.
89
Like, when people talk about, people like,
bad.
oh man, that was hella long ago. I'm like, was it?
You know?
Like, I mean, I guess because I was in elementary school, but
yeah.
At the same time, like, yeah, wow.
Like, you know, situations that you yourself were never a part of would seem like a long time ago. If you ask a 9/11 survivor, they could tell you every moment.
Yeah, bro, the fact that there's kids now who, like, don't know, weren't, like, you're post 9/11 and you're an adult.
Like, on some real shit,
weird.
There is a world that existed before 9/11.
Yeah.
Like, there was a whole, like, the world was not the same.
Oh, yeah, that changed
everything.
A lot.
That changed everything.
That changed a lot. But at the same time, like, when you think about it, like, yeah, we've had a lot of big change. I mean, shit, the generation we came into, hearing our parents, like, now, like, it's easier to understand now what I think our parents were talking about when they're like, oh, no, you don't get it. Mm-hmm. Shit was different, especially if you was, browning up.
Yeah.
Like, the world wasn't the same for us. The world wasn't the same. It was very much different.
100%, I agree. Yeah, as well. That's why, like, when COVID happened, my kids were freaking out. They were like, the world has changed. And I just looked at them and I said, oh, this is your first time. This is your first.
Like that meme with dude around his neck, around his neck. First time?
First time doing this? Like, yeah.
Welcome to the party, kids.
Yeah. God, congratulations, you're living through history.
Yep.
And that'd be something you can tell your kids. Like, we lived through that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, did you share the link?
Huh?
The Twitter link? I just want to make sure everyone gets
I sent you the thing. Did you tweet? I didn't see if you tweeted it or not.
Yeah, I tweeted it. Just,
okay.
you should do, like, the live version.
Oh, it should be on there.
Okay.
Let me see. Hold on. Or maybe not. I mean, well, because it's supposed to auto post it when I do the.
I got
show.
you.
Just so
So while he does that, I named today's episode Watchmen for numerous reasons. Number one, we watched a hardcore.
Yeah, it's on.
Oh, it was on there?
Yeah.
All right, swag. We watched a video yesterday.
A video yesterday?
Yeah. You saw the P. Diddy video, right?
Oh.
Yeah, that video.
Oh.
Yeah, that video.
Bro, seeing that, especially after, because, like, Diddy followed on the Instagram for the bullshits.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, bruh, none of your tweets that you've recently been posting have aged well.
He posted a while back, he's like, these are all lies.
Oh, recently, the truth shall set you free, all that bullshit. It's all love.
It's all
all love. All Diddy love. That's the wrong kind of
Hey,
love,
listen,
bro.
man. When my man's hopped on the PJ, I knew what time it was. Like, all right, this nigga is running. This nigga is on the run.
Oh, yeah.
Innocent people don't do that.
Yeah.
Innocent people don't hop on PJs to get out of here. Like, yeah.
Yeah. No.
Oh, man. And the day, you know who's about to go diamond in the streets? 50 Cent is about to have the time of his life.
Oh.
Because he's been on Diddy's ass for, like, ever.
Or has Diddy been on his ass?
Yeah. Diddy's definitely on someone's ass, but...
oh, shit. Nah, that is wild. That is fucking wild.
Like I've never seen in years evidence so good that, like, you can't say anything. Like, you can't be like, no, that's taken out of context.
Yeah.
You can't say, oh, no, that's not really what happened.
You can't say that's not Diddy.
Yeah.
That is all P. Diddy, pint-sized duty, daddy, Diddy, puff.
Yeah.
All the whole Sean Combs, nigga. That is
Yeah.
you. They caught you from multiple angles.
Mm-hmm.
You are in at least 720p.
Yeah.
I don't know about full 4K, nigga, but
yeah.
goddamn.
But we see enough. We see enough.
And let's be real. Like you said, there's no taking that out of context.
Like, there's nothing. Yes, it's Ray Rice. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's.
I mean, they got the full
Wrap it
HD
up.
quality video.
Wrap it up.
The whole scene. And the worst part is, like, bro, you had a girl running. She
You had
was
her
trying
running,
to escape.
and you
bro.
could tell because when she left, she had no shoes on, and she had her shoes in her hands.
That nigga had the towel on.
Yeah.
That nigga wasn't
So
ready
no,
to go
I
out,
already
like,
know. I've seen this
bro.
movie before. She's been scared as shit. Then she saw that nigga go in the shower, and she said, "All right, I'm gonna make my great escape right here." She packed up her little things.
Yep.
She didn't even have time to get her shoes on. Like, I tell people, that is so important. That she tried to get out there so fast that she did not even, like, put her shoes on. She waited till she got to the elevator, and I bet you P. Diddy had somebody looking out. He was like, "Yo, bro, she making a run for it. She hightailing it."
Yeah, you heard that door close.
Or maybe that too.
It didn't look like they were in a house. It looked like they were in a hotel.
At a hotel, yeah. And it's
Yeah, I mean, bro. I mean, because it's like you said, there's no context change either. Like, she obviously didn't fight back, and you went out of your way to stomp that poor girl.
stopped her, dragged her,
Yeah.
then shoved her in a corner and threw like shit at her.
And like, for what? See, I don't know. That's my whole, like, once I had that kind of money, it's like, okay, like, look, obviously we have a disagreement. Please take your gift back and be gone. Like, why the fuck am I gonna like jeopardize anything? Like, nah, nigga, I'm over there looking like Dave Chappelle on the Oprah episode.
Right.
Oh, my money tight, nigga. Like, no, I ain't no fuck up.
I feel you.
I'll be like Keanu Reeves, like, hey, I don't even touch most of the people. Do you want to take a picture with me? Please stand here. Both of my hands are in
you can see my palms.
Yeah,
you can see my palms.
See my palms. See me. Go ahead. Please, I need wide angle lenses so you can capture me over here and the person I'm taking the picture with over here.
Yeah, 100%. I'm with you. It's all bad. You know, I tell people this is just the beginning. Because now people are like, oh, people have been trying to tell y'all this for years.
Yep.
And y'all ignored it or acted like it's not true.
Hard ignored.
And this is going to be tough because a lot of people in the industry are getting money off of Diddy.
Yep.
So, like, a lot of people are going to have to, like, sell him out or not. And just to show you how it's going, Joe Budden filmed an episode of his podcast and he talked about it, but when it came out, they took that whole part out.
Really?
They took the whole part out. And he tried to give a bullshit reason why he did that. He was like, I realized that I was speaking on things I probably should. I'm like, dog. You talk
big, but Joe, but yeah, when it come down to it, your life ain't worth the truth.
But I mean, you know, with him, he has ties to Diddy, and so that's like his man's. And so that's
he
gonna be tough.
He been one at the parties. Okay. Hey, look,
It's some nasty shit, man.
And see, this is where me personally,
Uh-huh.
like, I don't give a fuck if I'm your man's or not, bro. You up to that kind of shit? Fuck you, nigga.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Like, let's be real, nigga.
100%.
Like, and I think that more people in this world need, you need more people in your corner.
Mm-hmm.
Need more motherfuckers to tell you, hey, nigga, you way the fuck out of line.
Yeah.
You way the fuck out of line.
Like, I'm looking at, like, the Drake thing, and they interviewed Lil Yachty, and Lil Yachty said, well, I don't feel like Drake won nor lost. Listen, folks, check this out. If you're in a competition with somebody where there could only be one winner, regardless of what the competition is, and your boy walks up to you and says, yo, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't feel like you won nor lost. You lost.
Yeah.
You lost. Because if you won, he would just say that.
Yeah, hold the L, bro.
Yeah, he would just say that. But I saw that situation, and I thought,
people trying to play that in between card.
oh my god, you didn't win nor lose. That was embarrassing. I was like, dog.
You didn't win nor lose. You got destroyed.
Dog. Like,
hello?
What are we talking about? And so, regarding that, a lot of people are going to get in trouble because of that.
Okay, yeah, just text me when you're here. Appreciate it. All right, thanks. Bye.
That's the wife.
Huh?
Was it the wife?
No.
Oh, okay. My bad.
We'd order.
Oh. Priorities.
Priorities, bro.
Priorities. So yeah, we watched that video. Now we're gonna have to watch and see a lot of people do a lot of backtracking. Like, there are people who said that Cassie was lying for years.
Oh yeah, people support. I mean, let's be real, bro. The smear campaigns for this kind of stuff are very real.
And it's the thing where it's like, let's say you're a big name somebody, and somebody does something fucked up to you. I mean, you did something fucked up to them, and they're probably going to go to the police for it. So what you do is you do a smear campaign to make it seem like, well, this person's a piece of shit. One of the greatest examples of that was the old woman who burnt her hoo-ha with the McDonald's coffee. Do you know that whole entire story?
Not the details.
Okay.
Of it, but.
Okay. Well, McDonald's spent a lot of money on this. You know, a lot of people, the consensus is, why in the fuck would she get paid that money? Are you stupid? Are you fucking dumb? Of course, it's hot. It's going to burn you.
Yeah.
Here's the whole entire story. First of all, the lady was like 80. Second of all, the heat that the coffee had to be on. Like, if I make coffee right now, and accidentally spilled it on me, it's gonna hurt, but it's not gonna burn me. It's not gonna eat through my flesh.
Yeah, there's several degrees of burns that happen.
She got degreed burns, like legit degreed burns.
Yeah,
and they were like, so what they found out was that, you know, there's rules. You know, I worked at a food joint, so I know about this. A food inspection for the state. You're supposed to change out the coffee every hour. McDonald's to save money, and the reason why is because eventually they become cold, room temperature, and so you have to change it out with fresh, new, hot stuff. What McDonald's was doing is, instead of changing the coffee, they would just light their coffee on fire. They would just light it on fire, pretty much, and just keep it hot, so they didn't have to change it. So when the lady ordered the coffee, she didn't spill it on herself. The coffee was so hot. Remember them old cheap styrofoam cups they had? It burnt through it. And while she was drinking it, so it landed on her and just completely burned her whole entire hoo-ha. And here's the thing. She didn't even want to sue McDonald's. She just said, can y'all just pay for my hotel fee? I mean, for my hospital bills? Can y'all just pay for that? And then we're good.
I'm 80. What am I going to do with all that?
That's what she was like. Like, look, I just want my hospital bills paid. And McDonald's did a whole thing and smeared. They've spent money, sent it to magazines, sent it to blogs, sent it to all, well, not blogs, but they weren't back there, but sent to all the tabloids, sent all over the place. This stupid lady burnt herself with the McDonald's coffee. They didn't say all that extra shit. They left all of that out. And the lady took them to court, and all she wanted was, look, I got a bill from the hospital. Can they just pay that? And the judge was so mad at McDonald's, they made them pay her like a lot of change. Like that was not what the judge wanted.
Pay all the money.
And then the woman took the money and gave it away to charity. She was like, I don't want this money.
She said, I don't want this money.
She doesn't. Yes. She was like, I never asked for it. I don't want it. But that's what McDonald's, that's a smear campaign. And that's basically what they did with Cassie. And it's kind of fucked up, but we all know what time it is. So, kind of got to wait for him to come back. This is another reason why I called this episode Watchmen. I'll get to it right now. So, for people who've been watching the show for as long as you guys, I think you guys have, Toast, my co-host, he has been pitching for a Dazzler series. He wanted it to be live action. And he had this whole idea about her touring around the world. And she would tour around the world, and other mutants would be like her band of sorts. And that's been the pitch.
Hold it.
Okay.
No, I heard what you said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Are you good?
Man, them niggas stole my motherfucking idea, bro.
Like almost word for word.
Like, oh yes.
Like almost word for word. Like this one is kind of like, all right, man. like a lot of times we predict things, and like we just because we know, like, dude, this is what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen. We always joke, yeah, they're watching the show. After this one, I'm kind of like, wait, are they really watching
They're
us?
just being blatant now. They're just like, hey, these niggas don't know nothing
Like,
about this.
These
niggas got the money to sue us.
No, seriously, No, seriously. So tell us your idea again.
Yeah. So my initial idea was to do a Dazzler show where she basically gets into the music industry. Part of the first season would have her working with characters that would eventually move into a District X show, an X Factor show, like Jamie Madrox, strong guy. She'd be part of a band. In my case, I had her with Jubilee, Pixie, and Lady Mastermind, and Siren. And basically, I would have her going from basically trying to make it into the record industry to touring to I want to do like my season 3 is going to be like almost a Mojoverse kind of thing, where it's like intergalactic space boogie kind of situation because I had I got songs down for this shit and everything. Like I would totally do like an 80s cross, unless of course you can cast Taylor Swift. In which case, then, you just let Taylor Swift do the fucking album, and that's it. Oh, oops. All right. We were outside real quick.
All right, oh, you're good. So, yeah, Toast had an idea. There was an idea. Sounds like the Avengers. About that. I was thinking something similar. We were bouncing ideas. I said it should be called Dazzler and the Exiles. And, they were a band. But it was announced recently that they're doing a Dazzler series where she's on tour and she's singing music and she has a band with her, and Strong Guy is one of them. Jamie Madrox is one of them. And they added someone else. They added Domino, and I forgot who else they added, but that's basically the lineup. So it's kind of wild that they did that because it's that was absolutely his idea, pretty much.
Oh yeah, bro, I got whole tweet threads for it. Oh, I pulled the whole little back. Uh-oh.
Oh, we're good.
We're not using green screen right now.
Right. Oh yeah, Wind Dancer, which I thought was interesting. So instead of having the pyrotechs,
Yeah.
she's gonna have the wind tech.
Which,
Or
why, I mean, are we doing like hippie jam man kind of deal?
perhaps.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I had a better casting, and Jubilee's hot right now. Like, why wouldn't you use Jubilee? Like,
I guess
X-Men
she's on the
97.
X-Men team. I guess she's on one of the X-Men teams, so I get that part. Speaking of X-Men, we finally have the Storm solo announcement.
Oh yes, you knew it was coming.
We knew it was coming. And they officially announced that she's joining the Avengers.
Storm and Avenger.
She was one for like 2 seconds during the Bendis run.
She's gonna be like, yeah. First of all, why y'all motherfuckers help Africa? let's just get right to the shits, bro.
I mean,
like,
Panther's on the team.
And you especially, nigga. I've already talked to you about it. Punk ass Wakanda. Y'all niggas did a whole ass intergalactic empire shit, and you still ain't go down and help Nigeria, nigga. Fuck you.
Here's the thing.
Nigeria right there, nigga. You was in space, nigga. You had light years to set shit up and couldn't help shit in the backyard.
Storm based in Atlanta is a whole vibe. I agree.
ATLT.
Peace up, ATL down.
Mm-hmm.
ATL down.
The fact that Storm isn't just bringing water to like shitty parts of Africa is just a damn shame. Comic writing wise. The fuck she gonna do in Atlanta?
Atlanta's weird. Atlanta's a weird place to put her, but I get it. They want her to be in like a black Mecca, I guess.
Africa is not a black.
We already got an African nigga.
Who?
Panther.
No, he's a Wakanda nigga. Them niggas very separate.
No, let's talk about that. This is one of the main reasons why I wasn't a fan of Black Panther and Ororo getting together. I was not a big fan of it because I'm like, if you know anything about Ororo, if you know anything about Storm, she would fucking hate the Wakandans.
Oh, yeah.
She would despise them.
As most Africans should.
She was like, listen, I was a girl from Kenya, born poor. We had nothing. I had to bring rain to my people and help with crops. And you tell me y'all niggas is just down the street with all the resources in the fucking world, and you're harboring them. You're holding them.
Yeah. And not even just
Word.
the ability to expand resource.
And
the
share.
ability to grow in education, knowledge.
And help
all
out
of that
mutants.
you held.
Yes.
And not only that, you didn't just hold it back. You hid.
You hit it.
You didn't even give people an opportunity to fight you. If you can breathe underwater, come on down.
Come on in.
You can't breathe underwater? Oh, that's your fault, nigga. I can't.
She'll fix
Unless
Atlanta
you blonde.
traffic.
Unless you blonde, you be alright.
Atlanta traffic's fun. People say, Atlanta does have horrible traffic. I agree. But we're in California. You haven't seen traffic.
Right.
You haven't seen traffic.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
Atlanta's is bad.
Yeah, I haven't seen Atlanta's traffic. I can say this. LA is like a 45-minute drive.
It's a joke.
Takes 4 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a joke.
and the best part about LA traffic, compared to other places I've been, is like people are like, oh, well, if you go at night, no. I've driven through there. I've been on those roads every possible hour of every day because I used to live in SoCal, and there is not one period of time, 3 a.m., 2 a.m., 5 a.m., doesn't fucking matter.
No, it doesn't.
It is always
it doesn't.
packed traffic.
It said, did anybody else lose sound? Is the sound on? I mean, it sounds like it is, right?
I mean, Mike's picking up. I don't have anything else.
And then also says, welcome to the chat room. Did it end?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe did it kick us out and put us back? I'm recording, so it should be able to upload. Let me see.
Okay, if it's just me, I'll reconnect. I don't know. Someone else, if you're on the chat, let us know.
Yeah, everybody, all the people in the viewer thing are in.
Almost to Twitter. Okay. Well, if y'all can't hear,
check Twitter right now.
let us know. We're going to continue on and go forward from there. So, yeah, Storm is...
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I hear the
Yeah,
sound.
no,
Okay, all right. Maybe
It might be something. It might just be Twitch then, and that's why it could just be working through Twitter
everything else
without issue. But
I got you.
Could just be Twitch.
We do this live.
That's why sometimes it'll go down on Twitch. I'm like, bro, there's nothing. There's nothing on my end that's like messed up.
MTS says still no sound for him.
Yeah, double check and see if you go to our Twitter.
I don't think he can hear us. Oh shit.
No.
It's so weird to sit here live. He's gonna look into that. Which I don't know what's going on there. Like I said, I wish that someone else could comment and be like, "Yo, I can hear or not." But if they can't hear us, I guess they can. The sound is working on this end. So I'm gonna keep going. Storm is getting finally. It's taking them forever and a day. Oh, logged you out. Is that probably what happened?
No. I mean, it shouldn't affect sound. Stream.
This is true. Oh, it's one of those.
Racism.
Mm-hmm.
Blatant racism. Your Twitch login verification code.
Can they see us and hear us still?
Yeah, we're still live.
Okay, we're still live. All right.
I mean,
Fuck it, we do it live.
I mean, if anything, maybe Twitch had a mess up in there.
I got you.
He can't hear it.
So yeah, they're finally doing with Storm what I've said they should have done for years. And sound is working on this end unless it's just Twitch.
I logged in as my game account.
Oh, okay, I got you.
My bad.
Okay, no, you
All
good.
right, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. We're good. We'll make it work. I've always said that we need more than just one mutant. I always said that the Avengers should always have a mutant on their team.
Yeah, which I agree with.
I always said that because what a better way to showcase how you're standing with the mutants by having one on your team.
That's fair.
And not just one, like one of the most powerful ones. And this is what concerns me about the X-Men now, is that now they've established who is and isn't a Omega mutant.
Yeah, they've done that a couple times.
But now they've really established it. And I'm like thinking to myself, dog, the X-Men have like 5 Omega mutants. But they have like 5 of them, like Phoenix, Storm, Magneto, Iceman.
Yep.
Like I'm like, dog, you guys.
I mean, when you go down the mutant list, bruh,
most of them are X-Men.
Most of them are X-Men, but at the same time, like, mutants really are a problem. They're not wrong. Like, people are like, hey, you guys created giant robots for that. It's like, bro, the only thing that's really messed up about that is you just let these niggas train. You just making these niggas better at their powers and pissing them off.
That's true. Absolutely. But yeah, shout out to the new writer. I forgot his name. Like Barawa. Sounds like an African name. He is a new writer of the Storm comic, and it's funny because over a year ago, he posted something on Twitter. I posted about it today. You can look on my Twitter page about it. He posted something on Twitter that said, my lifelong goal would be to write Storm. And Tom Brevoort, who is right now the editor of the X-Men stuff, just comments and says, noted. Ooh. Shoot your shot, people. Shoot your shot.
I did. And they took the shot.
Shoot your shot. Shoot your shot.
Made an entire fucking show about it. Didn't even message me.
Nope.
Didn't even message me like, hey, nigga, you got any other ideas? But I gave away the whole idea for basically free.
They did take it. Sean is working on this analyst. It's just it's still you. I thought it was someone else. But yeah, they completely stole your idea,
bro.
Oh, that's so funny. Also, Avengers. You know what this Avengers run is reminding me of? It's reminding me of the Grant Morrison Big Seven. And basically what Grant Morrison introduced in his. Oh, fixed. Oh. Oh shit! You had to post it. Oh yeah, I can't be mad at you for that. I mean, that's exactly what happened.
Oh, I didn't have to post, bro. Look at the date, 2021.
Listen, man. Listen. Hey. Okay. All right. Yeah, you're gonna have to repost that. Because yikes, that's like, yeah. I was it. So yeah. Yeah, this you know what Grant Morrison introduced with the Justice League. He introduced the idea of the super team, but they're not they're not like a team, but they are. The thing is with the Justice League is that each character was so big on their own that it was tough to do anything with them together, because you have Superman and Green Lantern and Martian Manhunter coming at you. What the fuck are you gonna do? But sure. If you have Green Lantern doing this over here, because like the whole problem that would happen is happening worldwide. So like Flash is over here doing this, Green Lantern's over here doing this, Superman's over here doing this, so on and so forth, and it's all a part of the big story. That's pretty much how the Avengers is written now, where Captain Marvel's over here doing this, Thor's over here doing this, Black Panther's over here doing this, and so on and so forth. And adding Storm to the team is ridiculous. Coordinated efforts, yes. Having Storm on the team is ridiculous because now we have Storm and Wanda on the same team, and I'm kind of like, all right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, all right, man.
Are y'all niggas only going to be fighting, like, Apocalypse level villains?
Apocalypse level?
Like, that's going to be the minimum. That's going to be the henchmen.
That's light work. That's light work. They're more first responders than a fighting force. Yeah, 100%. And it's just crazy to see it happening. Good for Avengers. It's about time that, like, we get an Avengers team that could actually go almost toe-to-toe with the Justice League. Once again, I think people forget how powerful Captain Marvel is. I don't think... You know, someone was telling me, like, what would the Avengers do against the Justice League? I said, oh, that's easy. They were like, well, they got Flash. And I was like, bruh, I have an energy absorber on my team. I have someone who absorbs energy. And guess what Flash has?
Energy?
Speed Force, energy. Oh, so okay. I'll just take that.
Yep, snatch. Thank you, drive through.
Yeah, and now, not only am I hella powerful, I'm also fast as shit.
Fast.
Who's next? Oh, we have Green Lantern. What's that? Oh, energy. Okay, I'll take that too. I'll take all of it.
A lot of it.
I'll take all of it. I'll just drain your fucking battery.
I mean, let's be real. Spectrum did it.
And the Spectre did it was awesome. She took that shit and was like, yo, this is... She's fucking up the Justice League.
It's like, cool, this is easy.
Like, hey, look at that. Did y'all notice Carol wasn't on that Avengers cover? That's true. That is true. Interesting. Look at you going back and looking.
Bro, I have so much of this, bro. This is just nothing but free game.
Oh man, they took your idea. I'm telling you. Like that it's too close to ignore. You
At
get
this
what I'm
point,
saying?
it's like, yeah, I mean, what? You're welcome. I mean, I can give you the spin-off shows too if you want.
I mean, since they're taking everything.
Let's be real. Method Man is Bishop on the District X show. If you're doing a live action, that's just easy money.
Listen,
bro, you get a hot Latino because you guys have been looking to put Latino people in there. You got Ortega, his partner. You know what I'm saying? You put them in fucking Mutant Town. You do the Mutant Ghetto setup. You put in. I mean, I wanted Terrence Howard as Black Tom Cassidy.
Why? That's random.
Because he got a pimp cane. Yeah, a wood cane. I like the idea because I don't know.
Does he need?
Why not?
Then that nigga
think about a black dude not wanting to be called Uncle Tom, like, because I'd have
Uncle Tom.
Yeah, what's it called? I'd have him related in this case. Like he would be looking after Lady Mastermind in season 1. So they're doing different characters, so it's kind of different. But I don't know. I saw like especially after Empire, like I like Terrence Howard tied to the music industry. I think that's a easy tie as well. But also I wanted him pushing what's it called? The mutant growth hormone.
Right. Yeah.
Pushing through like basically the clubs and things of that nature. So, and I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, I just picked Black Tom. Like, he just felt like a good character, especially his older design. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Before he became a tree.
It did make him a tree.
You know, but at the same time, like, it's also something that's kind of moderately powerful. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Like, I don't know. I can feel like it could work, especially like you get that dude who's like dirty, but he's like making trees and fruit grow in the ghetto. You know what I mean?
No, I get exactly what you're saying. Terrence Howard needs to play Diamondback. And listen, that's what I want him inner city, but I can see that maybe as Hypno Hustler. How about that?
Maybe
Hypno Hustler. I said that Hypno Hustler should have been on his thing. Hypno Hustler, like his power is I play bass. And the X-Men are always known to always have a non-mutant on the team, on their teams. Like, that's not uncommon. Yeah. From Juggernaut down to Longshot, so on and so forth. Like, it's not a line to see them with a non-mutant on their team. But either way, when are we going to get the announcement that it's Taylor Swift? Because that's basically where they're going with this.
I mean, once they figure out how much money they need to give Taylor, and they work out those album rights.
See, here's the thing. Taylor makes so much money that there are certain things she'll just do for the fuck of it. Like, why not? Like, oh, my best friend is married to a dude who is pretty much going to be doing most of the X-Men shit.
Yeah.
And, all he has to do is put a signal in the sky. And just be like, you're...
Yeah, but I also imagine, like, you know, she's also an active artist who does a lot of stuff. So it's like, you do also have to put that into your schedule.
Do I?
So I imagine that, you know, the people who are talking to her people are just working out numbers.
Well, here's the deal.
I mean, it's also Disney. It's not like they don't have the money. It's not like I'm like, oh, well, they need to work out how they're going to pay. It's just, I'm sure they're just working out numbers.
And Disney gave her the bag for her tour thing. That's on Disney Plus. Here's the thing. Everything you just said applies to Dazzler. Everything you said. Well, she's music. She's an active artist. Dazzler.
Yeah.
She tours and does music. Dazzler. Yeah. Like, all she has to do is put on makeup.
Yeah, put on makeup, little star outfit.
Little, you know, crystal ball, disco ball outfit. Put on some skates.
Little disco ball outfit and some skates. Yeah,
Taylor is too much. Oh, no, I didn't say she'd do it for free. I would just say she wouldn't, like, want hella much for it. Like, as long as it just makes sense. Like, she's not going to be like, I want it for $120 million.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is all they're probably doing right now is working out numbers.
Just working out numbers.
I can see it happening too well. I mean, personally, I figured, like, if you couldn't get a Taylor Swift at the time, because, like I said, I mean, some of these posts are like 2017, long ago that I've had this idea. But are you talking about a whole album? For what I did, my idea was I'd have 1 to 2 songs per episode. One song would be, of course, the Dazzler song. Mm-hmm. Another song would be other people who would do songs. So, like, I wanted to have especially, like, a rap hip-hop component as well. Like, I was going to make a hard-ass Mortimer. So I wanted Toad to be, like, I wanted Toad to be working for Black Tom. But I wanted him to carry something like, nah, bro, I used to be with the Brotherhood. The motherfuckers don't fuck with me. Like, I had these action scenes that were dope. Like, because I wanted him to roll around with somebody who, like, had kind of, like, ice powers. Not Iceman, of course. But, like, kind of, yeah. I thought, they had this scene in my mind where basically, like, they almost do, like, a drive-by. Okay. But, like, mutant style. So I wanted this mutant style drive-by where basically, like, this dude, either that or you could, like, freeze somebody. Mm-hmm. Not, like, freeze, like, cold, I'm sorry. Like, stop somebody in their trap. So not like, that's what I mean, not like Iceman. Like, stop somebody, and Mortimer flips out of the car, like, while the car is riding, does, like, kind of, you know how, like, basically jumps off stuff? So, flips up, out on the top of the car, bounces off the car, and, like, just basically drop kicks dude against the wall. but selling in their area. Basically, like they're pushing MGA, that mutant growth hormone,
of course,
in the area,
yeah,
right. But like being able to do stuff like that with the mutant characters was like, oh yeah, y'all can do fucked up shit with your powers. You know what I'm saying?
Would Toby a mumble rapper?
In truth, you know who I wanted him to have, who I wanted to have his bars be? Jay Stalin.
From the Bay?
From the Bay.
Toad got swag like that.
Yeah, my Toad. Mort.
Okay.
That nigga do.
Alright.
This is why he rolling with Pimp Ass Black Tom.
I think it's
so. This would be after some of the brotherhood shit kind of went down. Like I was saying, we're in a mutant ghetto here.
Oh, okay.
So the initial like X-Men stuff happened. The X-Men are out in the world,
right?
You know, at this time, like that stuff has happened. You know what I mean? So like Mortimer, like I said, he's claiming like from the brother, like he's been made into something like more of a harder person.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But the District X idea sounds good too. A mutant New York undercover.
Yes.
Would be Flames.
CSI vibes.
CSI.
Like you know, you're basically going through and just basically collecting
crime. It would need to be an
Powers.
adult, like, man, Powers had the
Powers had such a great story and butchered it.
Potential.
Butchered the fuck out of that.
Potential. Like, blown away potential. Shout out to Michael Avon Hemming. Shout out to Bendis. I'm definitely cool with Hemming. Great guy. First artist, first guy in the industry that really showed me love. Really appreciative. 100% with him. But yeah, Powers should have been.
Yeah, Powers
was out of here.
I remember I was so excited when they started doing Power Show. I have every trade of Powers. Like I love that fucking series.
I think the price of commissioning a whole album is too high for Disney.
Well, I mean, I think that depends on how you do it.
They literally did it with Kendrick.
I mean, yeah. One, Disney has the money, but two, the money you make back off that, I think would make it very well worth it, especially if you do like a mixed album.
Yeah.
So Taylor's not doing the entire album, but she's doing multiple tracks on it.
Yeah.
I think they could do that, and they do that with a lot of stuff. I mean, look at oh god, what's his name? Diamond something. I forget what it is, but she's basically the voice of Moon Girl musically.
Oh,
like if you go to like Moon Girl has a soundtrack for the show, and this Diamond, I think it's like Diamond. Is it Diamond Banks? I forget what her name is, but she has like, I mean, she's like got like 6-7 songs on it, but she's not the only person on it.
Right, I got you.
You know what I mean? But she is definitely the main.
Well, if you know anything about Dazzler, all of this makes sense. Like if you know anything about like her creation, everything about her. For those new people, I'll explain it. The whole concept of Dazzler was that Marvel at the time in the 70s was doing Kiss comics, and Kiss comics were selling like crazy. And so they're like, hey, why don't we make our own character based off of a live actor and a live singer, and she's going to make albums for us, and she's going to make movies for us under this character. And they created Dazzler, and originally they wanted it for Grace Jones, and that's why the first drawing of her, she's black. The record company was like, nope, we wanted to be a white girl, and they had all these ideas. The original idea was not for her to be a mutant, and they made her a mutant because the X-Men were popping, and then they kind of just abandoned it, and Marvel was like, well, fuck, we have this character that we've been promoting and pushing for years, and we're trying to sell her to a record label, blah, 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 and so they kept putting her comic out, hoping someone would pick it up. Nobody picked it up, and so then Dazzler just became this random member of the X-Men.
Yeah. Sometimes not.
Kendrick at the time wasn't as
and maybe
this was right after Damn, yo.
Yeah, well, no. Let's be real.
This is right after Kendrick did Bad Blood with Taylor Swift.
Kendrick was big, yes. But nobody's. I mean, let's be real.
No one's as big as.
Yeah, Taylor has affected the NFL with her presence.
It's true.
That is saying something, bro.
Yeah, that's true. 100%.
That's why when people like start talking about like Drake and Michael Jackson conversation, I'm like, Drake ain't even in the Taylor conversation. Like, let's be real, bro. Nobody will move like. I mean, I think he's getting close to the Beyonce conversation. But
I don't even think that.
I'm just saying, is like that's as close as he's getting because there are others that it's like, bro, you want to touch, like you ain't there. Like Michael, your Taylor, your Beyonce, like there are entire fandoms that would give their lives Like, let's be real, bro. You'd have entire states worth of people dead if they told them to drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, but the problem with Drake, and one of my favorite diss lines in the Kendrick diss, and he says, only you like being famous. And that's the truth. With Drake, he's always outside. He's at a club, he's here, he's at hella football, I mean, he's at a basketball game. Time. Mans is out here. And there are certain artists who cannot do that. They can't just be out here. Eminem. Like, fam, I can't just be out here. Like, for real. Also, in merch alone, Disney will make them. That's what I'm saying. That's why it doesn't even matter, almost doesn't even matter how much Marvel would pay her. Merch alone is out of here.
I mean, you probably make more of a points-based deal with some money on top of it.
Or what they could do is they could be like, they could do a Spider-Man deal with her and be like, all right, bet. Everything goes to you. We just want merch.
Yeah.
Everything goes to you. We'll take the merch money, though.
No, they'll take some points. Because because I mean, you're using Marvel names and stuff. You're using our copyright. And the songs. So why not take a few points? She just get the bulk.
Because I can see her, that would be her.
Because I can tell you this, in the long-term sales, especially given what you've seen in Taylor Swift's longevity, I'd rather give you a balloon and a large amount of points than not take residuals from anything that's going to sell over time.
Now, MTF
because
is saying,
that album could go for who knows.
He's saying 1 or 2 songs. Okay, let's meet in the middle. EP, 5 songs.
That's what I'm saying. 5 to 6 songs is
not even 6, just 5 or even 4. EP
5.
Well,
I'm saying, how else? What's the best way to offer her points? So I mean, singles cool, 1 or 2 tracks is cool, but if you can get that whole album plus the singles to go, bruh, there's so much more money in the album idea.
You're right. Taylor's more savvy than that. She knows how much her merch sells.
And not only that, but think about it. You set that up for the first season. If it does that good, what? Dazzle only gonna get 1 season? I got 3 seasons for Dazzle. Bro, by season 3, when we get to Intergalactic Space Boogie, bro, it's gonna be lit.
If they,
bro, imagine what was her name? Like Leela Shinley, the mutant who could basically travel intergalactic.
Oh yeah, she was on.
Yeah, I want her to come and basically pull them over to the Mojoverse, where they'll battle people like Longshot, who, like I said, will be like on the have like a band like Scorpions. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine like 3 guitars with Spiral rocking 3 guitars.
I like it.
Bro, I mean, you have so many. And Mojo, just basically like an intergalactic battle for the bands. Imagine the ratings.
I agree. I like it. It's a streams economy now. They can kick off with a movie. I listen. Regardless of what they do, it depends on who they cast. And it seems like they're going this route. If they do get Taylor Swift to do it, she's going to do a movie. Or she might do a show. Here's the thing. There's not too many people who can walk into a room and say, I'm going to do whatever I want to do.
I also feel like a show would be better.
Well, of course it would be.
Only because, like, what was her acting? What was her current last movie?
She was in that one movie where she got ran over.
Oh, I was going to say, wasn't she in Cats? I'm going to say, let's do a show that could grow and give opportunity for improvements.
That's not how we make money, though.
Yeah, it is. Shows make money. You need people to be on that streaming service.
As much as, well, why can't I have both? If I do it as a movie, then I can move it to the streaming.
Well, but then it's a movie, not a show. I want you coming back weekly. I want you paying them multiple months.
You want us coming back weekly,
Yep.
like the X-Men cartoon?
Or like all them popular like WandaVision and all them other shows that kept motherfuckers really out there talking about that shit. You should be at the water cooler talking about, oh, my kids got me watching this Dazzler show because she all into Taylor Swift.
I agree.
Not?
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Regarding this,
let's keep it 100. I mean, movies are nice. Let's be real. Movies are nice. I mean, I can see maybe doing like even a special movie, but at the very same time, like Taylor Swift appearing in an X-Men movie.
It's out of here.
Bruh, I mean, let's be real. Especially after you built up the Dazzler, and then all their friends is talking about, oh, Taylor going to be in this movie, she Dazzler, she this. Then you kick up the show, and you kick up the next X-Men movie. Like, it's a lot of long-term money to be made here. And I also feel like the show also gives, like, development, like, because to my understanding with her videos, she likes to tell stories.
She does.
You know, and you could deal more with breakups and shit like that.
Breakups. I mean, you're not wrong.
Right?
I mean, if they even do the show, she would definitely still be in the movie as well, and that would be enough.
Yeah, you have
because
to
Taylor,
have
the Swifties. You know, I talked about it the other day. I said, you know, we talked about the whole Kendrick versus Drake thing, and we were talking about a lot of Drake's mistakes. One big mistake that we did not mention was he taunted the Swifties. That's where you fucked up the most, Drake. Don't fuck with the Swifties.
Oh.
Don't fuck with the Swifties.
That was a big mistake.
Don't fuck with the Swifties.
That's a hive you ain't ready for.
Because the Swifties love Kendrick. Yep. They're a big fan of Kendrick. They like him a lot. He did a great song with Taylor. That is actually pretty solid, and he did it. And one cool thing that Kendrick did, which, once again, you know, when you reach a certain level, you could just do things like this. Even though you are worth millions of dollars, you could be like, nah, I'm just going to do this. So, I don't know if you know, Taylor re-recorded all of her songs. The reason why is because a dude bought her whole entire catalog. And she doesn't get that money. Simply because she recorded it for a studio, for another company, and he bought the company, including all the songs. So she re-recorded all of her albums.
Yeah.
And one of the songs she did was Bad Blood with Kendrick. And Kendrick re-recorded his verse. Didn't even charge her. Just she told him the situation. He was like, bet, let me get in the booth. Like, certain people have that ability to do that, and I think Taylor has that ability. Like, if she wants it to be a show, they're giving her a show. They're not going to say no to Taylor. She gets to do whatever she wants.
Yeah. Which, don't get me wrong, I mean, for my idea, it could also be a movie. I just think that, you know, like, I think a show, especially given the fact that, you know, they've been talking about struggles on the streaming side of things. Like, yeah, I mean, what better way to bring people back to it?
I could agree.
Talking about it, dealing with it, and whatever. And then, like I said, I mean, she could easily be in the movies, but I also feel like the X-Men movies should be bigger things. However, even if I did a movie, which I can cut out 7 parts of the show, because, like, I mean, I would initially have her start. They would start with an audition, the beginning of the episode, and basically go through the story where, you know, you meet Black Tom, you deal with the FGH in the studio. They're talking about, you know, family stuff. You're trying to deal with, you know, like life in this kind of mutant ghetto, whatever. You go through the club. Yeah. Like, it doesn't give a lot of time for a lot of these characters to develop, but you could still have like a course of action that results, which I think would be dope, as a Sentinel being deployed into Mutant Town and tearing the roof off the club and basically blasting people until Dazzler and company end up.
I can see that. It. Yeah.
You have the cop that kind of cares because, you know, he's
we need the human. We need the human.
Well, one of the humans is gonna be Ortega, his partner.
The Han Solo.
That's gonna spawn over to what's it called? It's gonna go over to District X. I still want it to go over to District X and X Factor. Because X Factor Investigations
could operate out of District X.
Great show, huh?
Could operate out of District X.
Yeah, that's the idea. Is because you can then have the characters cross from District X over. Because basically, like, you know, one of the reasons why they're able to get away with being like PIs and probably doing some of the shit they shouldn't have is because they do have that relationship with Bishop. You know what I mean? And he's trying to cover for him, but he's also potentially under fire being a mutant working.
I agree, but one thing that would be cool if Marvel did it, if they brought back the District X. You know, because District X was kind of sort of in the New York area. So I can see, you know, I'm spitballing right here. Luke Cage, something that Marvel keeps forgetting for some reason. Luke Cage is the mayor of New York right now. Like, what if he creates a mutant division and applies Bishop as the mayor? Like, you are, because let's be clear, Bishop is a cop.
Yep.
He's 12. Bishop is 12, 100%. So, like, what if Luke Cage be like, look, the mutant situation is very touchy. And it's something that we've always said, because me and him have seen it ourselves. I feel like hoods and blocks should have cops from those neighborhoods be the ones that police that area.
Yep.
That's how I feel. I've seen it with my own eyes.
Yep.
With a cop that is from there, they know this man is no harm to nobody. He's just drunk.
Yep.
Like, he's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Like, we know that. But you get these other cops from outside, they don't know the difference.
Yep. Time to get to the Billy Club out.
100%.
Pick up sticks.
And so I can see Cage being like, look, I don't know anything about this mutant shit. You can handle that. I'm appointing you.
Yeah. I mean, I can hear the dialogue now. Like, bro, you've seen the world as it is now, and you've also seen the future too. You know what I mean? You understand where this is gonna go. You know, we need to prevent the shit that you came back to stop. You know what
MTF
I mean?
says, as somebody from NYC, I don't think they should put District X in NYC. That's interesting.
That's fine. Put it in town.
Put it in Oakland?
Put it in Oakland. Say they came out of Utopia.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff already going on in New York, but you can say they came out of Utopia.
You know,
that's one of the reasons why Mortimer get that Jay Stalin.
Mortimer get that.
and because we already know Taylor is good friends with Kendrick, you could have L.A. come up. You get that West Coast sound.
Who would be the rapper mutant?
Who would be the rapper mutant?
Would it be Toad?
I think Toad would be, because think about it. Toad also would have to learn to talk shit.
That's true.
Because Toad would have been a shit on his whole life.
You know who Kendrick would be if he's a rapper? He'd be Legion. Because he raps in different forms and different I can see different cadences,
different personalities.
Well, he's a Gemini, so like he has different Kendrick would be Legion. And then every time he will switch his verse and he gets a new power. Like, oh shit,
his hair changes.
Yes. I fucks with District X in the Bay. You just don't like mutants. You're a mutie hater. Yo, Cypher. Hey yo, Cypher.
Cypher on a Cypher.
Cypher. It would have to be, his name is Cypher. It would have to be Cypher. Cypher would be the best rapper in the world. Cypher. Now I want to see this. Now I want to see it.
I told you, bro.
I want a white rapper to be Cypher.
This idea has too many good options.
I like it.
It has to.
I'm
afraid Disney's gonna fumble.
I like
unless they're watching this episode.
Cypher would be the new Drake because he can do it all,
bro.
Dog.
Imagine also Cypher running the booth with the beats and Warlock turning into the DJ table.
Okay. I'm liking this energy. I'm liking it because he would have to be the best because music is a form of language, and guess what this nigga can do?
Speak to it.
Any language. What you need.
Yep.
What you need. He would kill it in wait, hold on. Is he a call nice?
No, he's a mutant.
That's even worse. He's a mutant. Like, that nigga can kill Super. I can see him talking about it too. Like, yo, why don't you do reggae? It's like, I don't think I should be doing reggaeton. Even though I can kill it. He's like, look, all right, you're reggaeton.
No, I was kidding.
With the blood.
Red things.
Hey, ever get Chet Hanks?
Red things. Chet Hanks in the back looking at him.
Chet Hanks,
this is the role I was born to play.
Tipping on my 19 all day. Chet Hanks doing patois is the most ridiculous shit. Because I just want to know, how did you learn patois? How did you learn this?
His dad's an actor. He knows how to study things.
He knows how to study patois, my nigga. I know Jamaicans who don't know patois. That nigga patois is actually great.
It would be hilarious to have Chet beat Doug Ramsey.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
the scene where he's young Chet, and you even get Tom and his wife to come and give him to Professor X.
Like, yo, take this nigga, man,
yo, please.
That'd be like real life. They're like, man,
just go ahead, bro.
Because Tom don't talk about Chet. Tom will talk about his other son. Like, yeah, this guy.
That's my boy right there.
That's my boy. Trying to get in fucking movies, trying to do his thing. Then I got the other son making the YouTube videos talking about how he feels like he has the right to say the N-word.
I've been praying that this was a bit that he just stuck with for too long.
Man. Tom's like, That nigga is gonna fuck up my fucking bag. I don't know this man. I'm fucking. I made big. I'm Woody on fucking Toy Story. I can't be connected to a nigga who says I feel like I can say the N-word. Right. No. Not how this works. No. You're gonna fuck up the bag. My mutant power is code switching. His mutant power is colonizer.
That's great.
So speaking of Bishop and everything like that, X-Men '97.
So yeah, I don't know. I had one big problem with X-Men.
I think I know what it is.
What?
No, you tell me.
It ended.
Yeah, I was gonna say it ended.
Yeah, they needed at least I at least wanted maybe 24 episodes.
God damn.
What?
24?
Is that a bad number?
Compared to today, no cartoons do 24 episodes.
Oh,
a season?
So I need to lower my standards to these niggas' shitty work ethic. What do you do? What else are you doing other than making cartoons, nigga?
You sound like the one niggas I had to go off on. And I need to stop, but I'm probably not. I gotta explain myself. I learned how to read with X-Men.
Okay.
And Spider-Man.
Okay. Hooked on Mutants worked for you?
Yeah. 35 plus years of X-Men worship. So I take this shit personally.
Okay.
You new fucks. You new entitled fucks. Leave Bodemeyer alone.
No. Give me more.
Well, they complaining to him. They felt like Storm should have had more of a presence.
Oh, that's stupid. She did.
I'm like, did we watch the same show?
Because I remember the first time she stepped out. She was present as fuck.
Also, be clear, Storm had 2 whole episodes to herself.
Yeah. She literally lost and got her powers back. Fought off a fucking demon and what show were y'all watching? I had
a Magic Girl moment where she transformed, grew her hair somehow. We just didn't question that at all.
Well, let's be real. You had 2 Sailor Moon moments and one was Storm.
100%. I need to stop, but probably not. Yeah. It was the X-Men show, but all I saw was people Spider. Yeah, I know. But that's okay because it's Spidey. Not just Spider-Man. Not a lot of people were outside when the Spider-Man show was coming on. It ended kind of abruptly. It ended with Pete looking for. It ended with Pete looking for Mary Jane, and we just don't know. So that's why when this came out and they showed Mary Jane, people were excited. They're like, "Oh, did he find her?" And Bo DeMaio came out and said, "Yeah, that's him." And yes, they did find her. Thank the gods.
Okay, so they could at least done 3 more episodes. Well, the original had 13 episodes per season.
What does this one have?
10. Oh, no, never mind. Hold up. Nah, they need to do shit.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Bro,
don't do that. 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 And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why that's not the same. Let me tell you why that's not the same. Nigga, back then there was only 20 cartoons.
The same show.
No, peep game. Back then,
season 5 had 10 episodes. Blue season 5. I knew season 5.
Those cameos brought back my Cloak and Dagger in the next Spider-Man movie. Listen, Cloak and Dagger is probably the biggest missed opportunity right now for Marvel.
Because they did a show.
The show was great. Show was great. I think the problem I've seen with certain X-Men fans is that they want their favorite member of the team to outshine everyone else. That's not how this works. I could be wrong, but that's what I've been observing over the years, especially Wolverine. Wolverine stands can suck my dick.
Yeah, you've had enough.
Wolverine stands, and that's why I love one of my homies on there online, Wolver Steve. He's a fan of the show. We should have him on here. He's from Britain, and he's the world's biggest Wolverine fan. He has everything Wolverine. He has a bunch of cosplays. He's actually short. Important. It is important that Wolverine is short. He has to be short. It's one of the main reasons why he's named that.
It doesn't make sense for Saber to call him Runt the way he does.
And I need him to call him Runt. You can't call a 6'2" nigga a Runt.
Runt.
Even if you're 8 feet, this nigga is still 6'2". You can't call him a Runt. It doesn't make sense.
Like, that means everybody's a runt at this point.
I was gonna say all these niggas is runt, so it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
The S4 animation was ass though. Short key representation. Listen, man. Listen, we're all about representation. Short niggas, get that short ass nigga out there. Get Peter Dinklage as Puck. I love Puck. I think Puck is great,
Bro.
I love
the
Puck.
lines that you could give Puck with Peter Dinklage would be fucking great. Because because he's a perfect comic relief character for the Alpha Flight group, and as an actor, I can totally see that.
And Puck is like a charmer, you know what I'm saying? Like he got mouthpiece. Like he'll pull a broad or two, like little ass. Like he'll pull one like real quick.
He got that Lannister in him.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So like Peter Dinklage could do that, like on some real shit.
Oh, yeah.
Plus his perpetual anger makes sense of the Napoleon complex. I think Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is going to be one of the best produced shows too. Listen, if I'm Feige, I'm getting hyped for Friendly Neighborhood right now. I don't know if that's going to happen. But I don't know if we talked about this, but Feige revealed there's now 3 different sections. I like this. I like this energy because this shows me that Feige went back to the drawing board. He went back to the drawing board and said, okay, we need to make changes. Number 1, we shouldn't call all of this Marvel Studios. Because we're lumping it all together. When in reality, I want them to all be their own different things, and then maybe we can bring them all together. The animation side, he was like, no, I want the animation to be its own thing. Bet. So then we need to take Marvel Studios off of it.
Okay.
And so now they have Marvel Animation.
Okay.
What a better way. Right now, Marvel Animation knocked it out the park on the first try. This is going to be their Illmatic, which could be good or bad. And for those of you who don't know what I mean, I call it the Illmatic Complex. What the Illmatic Complex is, Nas, one of the best rappers ever created, created one of the best rap albums ever created.
True.
Called Illmatic. The problem is the first album was so good. Like, it's a perfect album. And that's rare to say, yeah, this is a perfect album. Like, no notes. Nothing. Everything, beats, lyrics, everything.
There is no feedback.
Yeah, none. 100%. But now everything else Nas does is going to be compared to that. And it's not going to sound as good. Like, you can like I like this second album. I liked It Was Written, but it wasn't Illmatic.
True. True. Like, bro, you made me the best possible steak
Ever.
I could ever have. And then you came back with a good steak.
Yeah. like I had Wagyu, and then you just came back with a tomahawk, and I'm like, the tomahawk is still good.
Yeah. It's impressive.
But yeah, that was good. It had the Wagyu though.
Like I see you put some butter on it. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
got
some garlic butter.
Yes, you got some garlic butter.
Yes.
So you can put a little
Salt.
Aliotta crab or something.
Yeah,
with it, some
yeah,
lobster
100%.
tail on
Some
the side.
surf and turf.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Like you sprucing it up. But
yeah,
you're not getting that like,
Wagyu though. There is a difference. Dude is on permanent sophomore slump. Well, not, yo, for real, 100%. He really is.
And he's done some. I mean, he's some
put out great
stuff,
bodies of work.
But nothing.
I Am, great album. Stillmatic, great album.
Great collabs. I love him and David Marley stuff.
Yes. Distant Cousins, I think it was called. Distant Relatives. Yeah, that one was great. Life is Good.
Yeah.
Like, he has a good... And the stuff he's been doing with Hit Boy recently has all been great. Like, he's done, like, 3 albums with that nigga, and they're all, like, solid.
Yeah.
Like, all 3 of them. He did that recently. I think Marvel Animation is doing what DC did back in the day, but the live-action department is still working. Tell me more about that, Isaiah. Let's talk about that. If I'm James Gunn, I'm taking notes. Oh, let's be clear. Let's be clear. I don't let you get your shit off. Feige is coaching James. James is going to him asking, yo, how should I do this? How should I do this?
Yeah, but at the same time, like, we also have to remember, like, DC's already done. DC animation is already separate from
This
DC.
is true.
film.
This is true.
Like DC, that is one thing that DC has had for a while, is that DC has very well compartmentalized their comic efforts. They have a game studio.
Yeah. Do they?
Which I think they sold off a while ago, right?
WB Games.
WB Games got sold off, but I mean, it was still they had it separated.
Yeah.
Then they had DC Animation, which let's be real, whoever is running DC Animation I'm surprised James gonna beat them out for a job. Because how y'all have had these people over there and not utilizing them for your live action universe, I do not understand.
Well,
it is a stupid idea.
That monster cartoon that's coming out is supposedly going to be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Frank Grillo, you know who that is, right? The guy that played Crossbones.
Oh yeah.
Low key, like
racist.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Low key, a little racist.
I mean, he looked.
I mean, no. Did you see when he was on that Chelsea Handler thing?
No.
Okay, for all y'all want to watch it, Chelsea Handler had a show on Netflix.
Yep, I remember.
And she would interview people. And she had an episode, it was right after Civil War dropped. And you can watch it on YouTube. I will warn you, it is one of the most cringiest things you'll ever see in your life. Like, I almost had trouble watching it. Like, I was like, ugh. They're all eating dinner. And there's alcohol involved. And, when alcohol is involved, sometimes the truth comes out.
Oh, is it multiple people from the show and he's there?
Yeah, it was Chris Evans.
Okay.
It was Chris Evans. It was, his name
Bucky, right?
Bucky was there.
Yeah, okay.
Sharon was there, Sharon Carter, and he was there.
Okay.
And they were talking about, representation. First of all, let's be clear. Chelsea Handler likes niggas.
Oh, yeah.
She's very open about it.
Well.
She's very open about talking about how she likes niggas. So they were talking about, like representation in Hollywood. This is when it really became a hot topic conversation. And everybody was in unison. Yes, we need more. They were talking about Black Panther, and they were like, yeah, we're adding a black superhero that's going to be able to get his own thing. He was like, we had Sam before, but Sam was always like, just on the side. He was like, this guy can have his own thing. And they were talking about maybe Sam taking the thing, like, in the future. And Frank was on the side getting a little, like, bothered. And you could tell he was getting a little bothered. And then he hopped in and he was like, oh, we're talking about representation. No one feels that way about the Italians. And like everyone kind of froze and looked at him. And he was like, can I get that? Can we talk about Italians? It is the most cringe-worthy shit. Because you can tell everyone wanted to be like, nigga, what?
Fucking Frank, bro.
Yeah, you could just tell.
Don't be Crossbones right now.
Yeah. And they officially announced he's going to be on Peacemaker Season 2 as Flag's dad.
Rick Flag's dad?
That's who he plays.
Okay. That's a weird...
Here's the thing. Frank is like 12 or 13 years older than the dude.
Whoa.
But...
apparently he's Italian, so he must be...
Are they Italian? Like, is that what happened?
That's how it works.
James Gunn has to divide the labels, especially when you have two Batman running at the same... 100%, they really... And the Joker. Like, they really need to distinguish those. I don't even know how they would do it. Like, how would they do that? Because it's hard to not promote your Batman film as being a part of your DC universe.
Well, the only way I can see them doing it is they'd have to basically announce, and Marvel's kind of doing the legwork for them on that, just basically announce there's a DC multiverse.
I mean, they've already established that.
They've established it, but just announce that that's going to be how they branch in the movies.
I think that they need to make a whole section called Elseworlds.
That'd be fun.
And just have...
Elseworlds is a great title.
Yeah, Elseworlds. I guess there's some super soldier shit happening. You do not want to confuse the general outfit. Well, let's be clear, Isaiah. They're already confused. They're already confused.
I mean, at this point, people are just going to be happy to get entertaining DC movies.
Yeah, at this point, they just want good movies. They don't want to question it.
Yeah.
This is like, all right, man, we got it. Like,
I mean, let's be real. Like, I mean, a lot of people put, all this big stuff on Marvel, but it took a lot of, like, we talked about this before. Phase 1 and Phase 2 weren't all that greatly reviewed in the MCU. Like, people forget that, like, even though, I mean, I like it, and First Avenger wasn't that highly reviewed. Thor had 2 virtual flops, especially review-wise. Made good money, but review-wise were flops. Review-wise, Iron Man 2 and 3 were not great. Age of Ultron didn't get great reviews initially. all made great money, so they were able to keep going. But let's be real, like people weren't out there talking about these films like they were when we got to Wakanda. You know what I mean? When we got to Infinity War, when like it was a different beast that came later.
Isaiah must be following us on Twitter because I've said that a million times. Phase 4 is better than Phase 1 and 2 combined.
Easy.
Yeah,
easy.
I love saying that because I know there's so many people who want to disagree.
Yeah.
They want to disagree so badly.
Easy. Because
so badly they want to.
This is one of the things that I say, you know, especially with the James Gunn universe as it's coming, is like every phase is better than the phase before it because of what the first phase is built.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real. When people talk about phase 4, like, oh, well, you know, all these characters, well, no. These characters are being built.
Yeah.
Like, you notice, like, most of these characters are still only one film in.
This is true.
You know, the only character that kind of has 2 movies is Captain Marvel's, and the second one ain't even fully hers.
So many hits back to back. Ragnarok, Homecoming.
Yeah, but all of those happened because they built that universe.
Oh, 100%. Phase 3 had 2 Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
That's insane. Phase 3 was also hella long and was cram-packed. Like, with so much shit in it. Like, back to back. I remember when people didn't like Doctor Strange.
Yep.
I remember that. If they have 2 different opening sequences for DCU and Elseworlds, they could train the audience to appreciate this. Oh, 100%. That's what I'm saying. Like, name one Elseworlds. You're going to have to. One of the things that I feel is bad business, though, is that now what you're doing, you guys didn't learn from The Flash. You did not learn from The Flash. You had 2 different Flashes at the same time. So now you have people comparing your own shit. You're making people make decisions and choose.
Flash is also a hard one because you also have to remember Ezra became extremely toxic, so the conversation was hyped up way more because Grant was like not just a good Flash, but better at the role. So you basically had this other person who sucked at the role, and was a piece of shit in real life, and then you had this other guy who's just being an actor.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. People will compare Patterson to DCU back. Exactly.
Yeah.
And
well,
to me, I don't run a business. But to me, I'm like, that's kind of sort of hustling backwards. Because, and there's the thing. And I think this is because Matt Reeves said this. There's no reason why Patterson couldn't just be the Batman in the DCU.
Too dark.
No, but here's the thing. The Batman movies should not look like the other movies.
Darker.
The Batman movies should be dark. Because that's what someone said to me. They were like, well, the Patterson movies are hella dark. Okay.
The only light thing is the children.
It's in fucking Gotham. It's in Gotham. Yeah, it's going to be dark. Yes, there's going to be a lot of architecture. Old, like, Victorian architect. That's the part of it.
City's trapped in eternal twilight.
Imagine Matt Reeves made another Dark Knight and then James Gunn has to follow it. That's bad. It's like, to me, that's bad business because now you gotta, like, let's say they get someone to play Batman and film it. Now you gotta, like, schedule everything. Okay, we can't release this Batman here because then it's gonna interrupt with this Batman. And then this it's just, I'm just like, dude, it just creates so much unnecessary, like, business decisions.
You know what's crazy though? Is if we were in the 90s and Marvel had the same thing, we would have gotten at least like 3 different versions of Wolverine. If Marvel had the right to build at least 3 entirely different lines of Wolverines.
But Patterson is more likely to bail sooner than anyways. Cool. That's great. Then let him go and get someone who'll be willing to do it. I don't think they'll have trouble finding someone to be Batman. What do you think?
Oh God, who wants to be Batman?
I know, right?
There's no actor
so listen,
out there wants
in this, and I agree with what MTF is saying. So if that's the consensus, then that's one of the main reasons why DC is fucked up. And it's looking like David Corenswet is going to fix that because this is a big issue with DC. I say these actors are not ready to be these superheroes. Now, what I mean by that is RDJ is Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Tom Holland is Peter Parker. Chris Evans is Steve Rogers. Tom Hiddleston is Loki.
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth, he is Thor. Is Ben Affleck Batman?
No, he's Ben Affleck.
When you look at Richard Pattinson, do you think Batman?
Robert.
What that call him?
Richard.
See, I don't remember the nigga. Robert Pattinson.
Yes.
I like the movie.
He's Batman.
But I don't see, when I see him in other things, I don't think, hey, it's Batman.
Nah, it's Batman.
Iron Man wasn't Batman.
I think the hard part, like you said, I think
He is now.
I think it's a hard swallow, but at the same time, I do think that you can get away with doing two Batmen and not have it be that bad.
Oh no! Here's the thing. This has nothing to do with the quality. Like this is
no. I mean, I'm just saying, not bad to the fans overall.
Okay.
Because one, I think people are they're just looking for one right now, just good movies. Like Marvel, like you have to remember, like Marvel's mistakes are bigger right now if they do stuff like that because people are invested.
This is true.
You got years of investment into these storylines going in, so when they make a flub or if they forget about continuity, it stands out more. Where DC right now, I mean, what the fuck do they got?
One thing I will give you,
even have Blue Beetle?
I mean,
we still don't know.
I don't listen. I like James Gunn, but I don't be trusting a lot of what this nigga be saying because James Gunn has consistently been proven that he is saying anything to keep people interested.
Yeah, which two Batman is a good thing for that reason.
Now one reason
should hit.
Now I agree, but one of the reasons why I said I don't know if that's a good idea is Sony could put out one of the best Spider-Man adjacent movies ever, and it's not going to do good. And let me tell you why. Well, other than the cartoon.
Well, you said Spider-Man?
Huh?
You said Spider-Man adjacent movies, right?
Like let's say
not like Venom.
Well, Venoms are bad. Well, Venoms
they did good.
Venom, let me be clear with you. Venom has reached the point where he's not a Spider-Man adjacent character at all. It's not even fair. This version of Venom has never even met Spider-Man.
That's how good being Spider-Man adjacent is.
Like, this version has never met Spider-Man. There's nothing connecting him to Spider-Man.
To the universe.
Other than, oh god, he was there for like 2 seconds.
With 2 strong seconds of web bonding.
2 strong seconds. James is trying too hard. Plus, the WBD landscape is constantly moving on his feet. Yeah, it is. One thing, reason why I will say people wouldn't care that much about the two Batman, is that there isn't a universe that people are that invested in yet.
Yeah.
So, if James Gunn gets people really interested in his DC universe like that, I could see people wanting to making decisions. Like, well, this Pattinson version is not even involved, so why would I even care? So, the way James can just go, he'll learn over time. He's acting like a creator more than a CEO. I agree. I think Safran should be the one who announces things. I agree. That way, James can just go to work and I'll explain things. MTF disagrees. That's fine. I kind of feel that way about Bo DeMaio. Kind of feel that way about him. I'm like, bro, you are online way too much. And you're talking to these fans, and that's fucking things up. It's just making it worse. It's just making it worse. There's a reason why a lot of creators don't even have social media, or they're not as active. And the reason why is because you're going to say something that's going to stir the hornet's nest. And sure enough, Bo DeMaio did just that. So there were a bunch of cameos in the X-Men cartoon.
Yes.
Great cameos. Great stuff.
They let us know that universe is alive.
Yes, and well. And they show a Black Panther, but it's T'Chaka.
Yep.
T'Chaka is Black Panther's dad. T'Challa's dad. So T'Chaka's on there. And so, of course, niggas are going to complain.
You got to.
And they said to Bo DeMaio, yo, why did you decide to use T'Chaka over T'Challa? I really, really wish Bo DeMaio just didn't respond to this. But he did. And he said, that wasn't my decision, blah, blah, blah. So, of course, now the narrative is pushed. Oh, so they just don't want to use T'Challa at all.
Who?
Don't do that.
Who's T'Challa?
Don't. The Black Panther. The
Black
one that's
Panther.
in three monthly books.
No.
He's in 3 monthly books.
The Black Panther is whoever's wearing the costume.
Yeah, T'Challa.
Well, then.
Who's in 3 monthly comic books.
Which is not enough.
Who's in numerous video games.
Which is not enough.
Apparently not.
We need at least 30 more books.
I mean, so that's the push.
How come he doesn't have 2 trilogies yet?
Not one, but 2?
The 2.
First of all, I want to apologize to people. I was really arguing with niggas over the presence of a cartoon character for 3 seconds.
Yeah, but there were 3 glorious seconds.
Apparently there wasn't, because these niggas are mad about it.
Like,
this Hope Gunn brings back Justice League animation. The voice actors and writers are up to, especially after the X-Men. They're like, why don't we just come back?
I mean, and don't get me wrong, although that would be wonderful and everything, DC animation doesn't really need it. Like, let's keep it 100. If there's one area that DC does not need to be focusing, focusing on making changes to, is DC animation.
Mm-hmm.
They've been consistently doing great things for as long.
Yes,
and in every area, like they can do adult, they can do kid, they can do in between. Like there's no DC's bag there has been fucked. But let's be real. During the DCEU, Teen Titans Go to the Movies was probably the best movie that the DCEU made.
Good movie.
It is.
It's a great movie. Good movie. People were complaining about that. To me, it didn't bother me because I could put 2 and 2 together. I don't need things to be shown to me. I don't need things to be shown to me for me to put it together. When I saw him, I was like, oh, he hasn't been assassinated yet. Okay. Space takes place in 97. So, I don't think it's out of pocket for his dad to still be alive in the year 97.
I mean, let's be real. In the movies, he was. He didn't die in 1997. He was still Big King and Panther.
100%. I agree. Also, want to talk about something. Morph turns into Fantastic Four and he stretches.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
What?
I have questions.
Okay.
Why did he do that?
Why not?
Does he have to turn into Mr. Fantastic to stretch?
No, but he's a humor character, so why? I mean, also, Fantastic Four movie's coming out.
No, this makes sense.
But they want to also prove the characters that live in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's be real. He turned into Hulk.
Yeah, but people...
He could have buffed up and just been strong, too.
I mean, it makes sense that Morph would be able to give himself muscle. Like, that makes perfect sense to me. But...
Yeah, and he was fucking shit up.
Yeah, he was. So it looks like to me, the way they're doing Morph is he could almost like a combination of the Exiles version and Mimic. As in, I could do these niggas' powers, but I have to turn into them to do their powers.
Yeah, fair. I mean, let's be real. He even turned himself into swords when he did something.
Yeah, he like gave himself swords. If that's what Renaissance is about to be amazing. Oh, it's already happening. Listen, Fantastic Four movie it's not even fair to call it the Fantastic Four movie. It's called Pedro Pascal and these 3 other niggas.
Pascal and friends.
Pascal and these other people. I did not know. I mean, I knew he was popular.
The Pedros.
I knew he was popular. I didn't know that, like, he had, like, a cult following.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there is so much Mr. Fantastic fan art.
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic. Say that again?
It's fantastic.
God damn. I think that they're going to say that he could only maintain the form for a short time. Maybe so.
I wonder how far that goes, though. Like, could he only replicate physical powers?
Well, that's the thing, is
like,
that...
when he became Jean, could he have lifted Wolverine's spirits?
I mean, he would like that. Apparently, Morph has a thing for Wolverine. Both of my officials said it. Like, yeah, that's pretty much what we're saying now.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting.
I love you, Morph.
Oh, God. And that's the thing. Do we think Doom will be announced during Comic-Con if Marvel shows up?
I don't.
I
don't think Doom's going to be announced quite yet. I think you got another year to Doom. Because you're going to get X-Men focus, I think, first. And
I don't want Doom even introduced until the second X-Men movie.
Well, second. You're going to get X-Men focus first. And you're going to get an introduction. I mean, because they're already talking, what, Mole Man, Galactus.
Well, they cast Galactus.
Like, if anything, I think you might get a Doom appearance at the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know even if that would be associated with the casting.
I think that they should just mention him. At the end, they'll be like, oh, my old colleague's coming into town. Oh, what's his name? Victor. End it right there.
What happened? Who saved us? Victor.
Yeah. My friend Victor. And then the second movie, Victor shows up. And then we go forward from there. Doing Galactus first is interesting. They casted him. Well, they got a voice actor to do him. And if you listen to his voice, you're like,
Which
yeah.
sucks, bro, because last surviving members of their universe deserve more representation. Especially the ones that are over 40 feet tall. Like, what the hell, bro? Like, I mean, you telling me you can't find a planet eater? I bet you this dude hasn't eaten one planet.
You think he's like light skinned? I think we need that Doom and Reed Chaos before. We'll get it. It's just that you don't kick off a character like Doom immediately. It's like Thanos. Like, we have to build to him.
Especially not with other villains in the movie.
Yeah. Which, I don't know. Did you see Cobra Kai? Did you ever watch Cobra Kai?
Yeah.
Okay. Stingray.
Yeah.
He got cast. They're being very hush-hush on who these characters are. He got cast. John Malkovich got cast.
Yep.
And the old girl with the red hair.
John Malkovich sounds good.
Yeah, him. John Malkovich's Puppet Master is almost like perfection.
Yeah.
They got the old redhead girl. What's her name? Someone post her name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about too?
Which one?
They just cast her the other day.
Just not an as. It just said she's added.
She's in it. Yeah.
Huh.
Fantastic for casting. They just announced her. Let me get her. Now I'm having trouble finding it.
Natasha Lyonne?
Yes, thank you, Natasha Lyonne.
Oh, okay, so...
Yeah, they cast her. A.K.A. White Aquafina. Their voices are like practically the same.
Which is what's funny, because I remember when people would talk about like Aquafina and be like, oh, she's appropriate, but like, this is literally where she grew up. Like,
I'm having trouble with that one. And I'll leave it up to MTF or NY niggas to determine that.
I don't know, bro, because I know plenty of white people from the Bay, and y'all the niggas speak Bay, bro.
I had a friend that we grew up with. He was an Asian cat, and his name was Justin. And Justin came from the Bronx. Mm-hmm. His dad got a job out here. Justin was a nigga from the Bronx. Taught like this all the time. Yeah, he called everything shops. He called stores. He kept calling he called the 7-Eleven bodegas. Like, he wore baggy, like, he looked like a nigga from the Bronx. But that's where he grew up at. Like, what do you want? Like, what do you want from him?
Point.
Like, and that's where I'm kind of at with Aquafina. Like, I'm like, it seems like she's acting like someone from there. Yeah. And she's just a product of her environment.
Do I have to change now that I, am famous? Like, I can't be me anymore?
And people are like, oh, well, they cast her because they feel like she could blah, 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 do this. She could appeal to certain people. My whole question is, what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Is
if she's being herself, what's wrong with that?
Natasha Lyonne, daughter of John Malkovich, the puppet master.
I'm thinking
Alicia
Masters. I can see that. I can see her and Ebon, like arguing and having conversations. Of course, she wouldn't have a problem being with a rock dude. It just makes sense with her. Yeah. I think that she plays it up a little bit more in her performances, but there's a lot of people who do that with their accents. That's what I'm saying.
And
like,
she's Jewish, right?
Oh no, I think he's talking about Aquafina.
No, I was talking about Natasha.
Is she Jewish?
I think she's Jewish.
Maybe so. What are y'all theories on Deadpool and Wolverine? How do you think it will end? I can't answer that question.
With stabbing. I think people are going to get stabbed and shot.
I know the ending, and all I will say is get your tickets. Opening day. Get your tickets opening day. I think we're getting the X-Men finally revealed in the MCU.
Bronstein.
MJF saying yes, she's Jewish. So okay, we can roll with that.
Yeah, her actual last name is her full name, Natasha Bianca Leon Bronstein.
Bronstein? Oh, she's Jewish as shit.
Oh, she was dating Fred Armisen, huh?
Yeah, Bronstein or Stein? Yeah. Steen or Stein? Stein in your name? Yeah,
you. Born in New York City.
Of course.
She had dad was a boxing promoter, race car driver.
Jewish.
For Orthodox Jewish families. She was raised Orthodox. All right? Her mom was born in Paris to a Hungarian Jewish parents who were Holocaust survivors.
Nice.
So it goes back. All right? So she made a little, nice little Jewish boy named Ben. My business a little rocky around the edges.
And she's blind. So she's okay, right? She's blind. So it's cool.
She's like, he works out so much every time I touch him.
Yeah, he's right.
He's rock hard.
He's rock hard. Absolutely. I think we're getting the X-Men finally revealed. There will be some reveals. Not full X-Men, but there will be some reveals. I'll leave it there. It's going to be fun. A lot is going to happen. Nobody asked her about world events right now. Oh, man. That's rough. That's rough. Remember Check the Circuit? Remember him? Yeah. Yeah, he, he's Jewish as well. And he has been, talking about the Palestine stuff. He's just been pissing people off. I don't say anything. Like, he'll hop into my comments and, talk about it. And I'm like, touchy subject. And people be hopping to the comments just going off on him. Really? And he be arguing with them. I'm like, yeah, you handle that, bro. Like you.
That's all you, buddy. I can't speak on it.
Have fun with that one.
That's
touchy.
The rough issues in the world.
It's touchy.
Deadpool Wolverine is about to be lit, I'm sure.
Get your tickets.
I don't know how it's gonna end. I try to stay away from those spoilers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't know. I couldn't live like that. I don't know. If I'm not actively seeing the movie, and then I'd hate also seeing movies screener a week before would be okay. Yeah. But I couldn't imagine screening months before, and I just gotta be quiet about it.
When I saw Avengers: Infinity War, I think I saw it 2 weeks before it came out, and that was the most miserable 2 weeks of my life.
Right? Because you can't even go watch it again.
Not only can I not watch it again, I can't talk to anybody about it. One of the best things about going to the Marvel movies is talking to people about it. I could not say anything.
Yep.
Now imagine seeing that ending with Infinity War with Thanos snapping, and you can't talk about it.
Oh yeah. Knowing what you know has now become toxic in your mind.
Yes.
But then that's what I mean about you not even being able to go watch it again. You can't. Not only can you not talk about it, which brings it up in your mind and kind of refreshes. You can't even go watch it again to double down on parts you might have seen or anything. You just saw this thing and you stuck in it. You can't validate anything you might have been. You're just there.
Yeah. 100%. Infinity War is interesting to me. Because I love using examples. A lot of people either have short-term memory or they are being purposely obtuse or they honestly don't know. Because people says, well, in the upcoming movies, why would Shang-Chi be there? Blah, blah, blah. Why would Shang-Chi be there? There's no, ties to him. I need to start trying to get screener access now. I mean, you can. I used to do that, but remember you used to go to the movies early? I stopped because I realized, I mean, this is just me. I realized I didn't like getting, I'm a talker. I realized I didn't enjoy watching these movies early and not being able to talk about it.
Yeah.
It didn't make me feel comfortable because I'm a talker, and there are times I wanted to tell. It was tough for me, so I decided to fall back. Maybe we might try again in the future. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather do like opening days. Like
that's just us. There's nothing against
Thursday or something like that. Just go before.
Nothing against people who do. But I was saying, like in Shang, like there was like, dude, something had happened in Shang-Chi, and they would need him in there. And they're like, oh, so they're just gonna force him in there. I'm like, how? You don't want to do that. You don't want to go there. And he was like, why? And I was like, because you want to go that far. Black Panther was shoved into the Infinity War.
No. They just decided to go to his house.
They didn't have to go to Wakanda.
Well, if they're going to take out anybody, let's have them take out the blacks first.
I mean, I'm just saying, a situation presented itself. And they had to go get Black Panther for help. But like I said, if you really want to go there, Black Panther was just, they just added him in there. We didn't know how he was there. We didn't know how he was going to fit. But they made it work, and nobody complained.
Yep.
Shang-Chi was recruited at the end of it. Recruited to what?
I mean, let's be real. So was Spider-Man. Tony was like, oh, hey, I just happened to have a random kid. Even though I have these weapons of mass destruction at my disposal, and I could probably make like 5,000 armors, I'm going to go get a 16-year-old.
I mean, Spider-Man.
I'm going to give him a suit. And like, not only am I gonna like do that, I'm gonna give him I'm gonna hook him all kind of up.
Spider-Man was thrown in there too.
Yep.
Spider-Man was just pretty much he was going to school. I mean, he was going on the field trip.
Yep.
He could have just waited to the field trip to keep it pushing. But no, they had him like, oh shit, it's happening while he's having to leave New York, and he can leave, and there it is, and he's good to go.
Yep. Yeah.
Like I'm like, why have we convinced ourselves that they can't do that again?
I mean, the Hulk going into Doctor Strange's house when they had no prior connection whatsoever, and neither did Thor and Doctor Strange. So it wasn't like because Ragnarok happened just before.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm sorry, not Thor and Doctor Strange, but Heimdall. Did Heimdall know that it just because I guess he could see? Is that supposed to be what it is? I can send you to the fucking random mage on Earth. Instead of sending you to like Asgard,
random place.
There's no Asgard.
I hate trying to dodge spoilers. Exactly, and that's why I can understand why people want to watch it early.
Yeah, but Shang-Chi being in the movie makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
it's like MTV said, he got recruited at the
But what did he get recruited into?
The bullshit.
His
10 rings are sending a beacon to something that's out there that has still not been identified. So whatever could be coming, he could be part of.
I completely forgot about that. Yeah, it is a beacon.
Yep.
I wonder if they're going to resolve that. Okay, so that explains his involvement.
Yeah.
I got these ring thingies.
I got these ring things, and apparently they're beacons, so I wonder if this is what the beacon's leading to.
Also, we need to see how Shang-Chi ties into Miss Marvel. Because the band that she was wearing, they found it in a cave, and that had the 10 ring symbol on it.
No.
So... and there was a blue hand that had the thing on it, had the bracelet on it.
True.
So basically, and I wasn't talking about Shang-Chi. Also, it was about Moon Knight. People are like, how are Moon Knight gonna get involved? I'm like, dog, Moon Knight could be kicking in Cairo, and then something happens, and that nigga gotta get involved now. Like, well, fuck. I guess this is what we're doing now.
It's time.
It's time, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Moon Knight also reports to like a mental deity, so I mean, he can get involved in anything at any point in time. Hey, motherfucker, you need to go do this. Why, bitch? Don't ask me questions.
I could see Moon Knight showing up in Black Panther. They really want to go there. They could. Khonshu and Bast are brother and sister. That's easy. That's an easy layup right there.
Yeah.
Khonshu and Bast. Khonshu's like, yo, something's up with my sister. And Moon Knight be like, you have a fucking sister? He's like, yeah. Khonshu's like, oh, yeah, I do. I have a fucking sister. And he's like, I didn't know that. And he's like, yeah, she's down south. All these people worship her.
All these people worship
They
her.
worship her, and they have the thing. She supplies them with shit. He's like, I don't need all this shit. I'm fucking conscious. I just need you to do my bidding.
I just need somebody to hold the straps.
Bust caps.
I can't hold the straps. Gotta be you.
When it all comes together, everyone will shut up. They're just waiting on the crossover. We don't need that right now, especially when there is nothing to avenge. Well, I mean, the whole concept of the Avengers, something had to happen that brought them together. So, you know, someone just came in and posted a Chewbacca thing. Is that your Chewbacca?
Got it.
Oh shit! It's not necessary, but I will say when Captain America 4 drops, wheels on the ground. Like once Captain America 4 drops, we're done doing background checks. We're done setting up. We're done with setups. Now we're diving right into it. Don't call him that. The iconic Jake Lockley picture of Sherry Okoye and his cat.
I mean, I figure that's the only reason we haven't got the announcement of a Moon Knight movie is because Jake Lockley is too iconic.
Is he too up?
He is. I think we'll probably. I think if we can get maybe a Jake Lockley trilogy where just focuses on Jake Lockley, then I think Marvel
the Jake Lockley show.
He'll save Marvel.
The Jake
Just
Lockley.
like Blade.
Oh man! So Disney released a list of stuff coming out. They still have Blade at 2025.
Oh, so they released a list that hasn't been edited yet.
I guess. God, I forgot what I was looking.
Yeah, because I mean it's 2024 now, right? And they haven't even started filming, right?
Yeah, they haven't even started filming. Or maybe I'm just waiting on the Kang actor. If it's not Cole Domingo, Disney's fucking up. If a phone call has not been made to Cole Domingo by now, that too, he can show up in Blade, set up Midnight Suns because it's not a reveal. I'm just gonna say it. We're getting Midnight Suns. It's happening.
Okay.
It's happening. The only question is when. They've already set it up. We have Moon Knight. We have Werewolf by Night. We have Elsa Bloodstone. We're getting Blade. We have Ted.
Yep. Yep.
Idris, he's already being used. John David Washington, Follow Me to the Moon movie would be only available in Canada. Anyways, John David Washington would be good too. My problem with John David Washington is I think he's too smooth. I don't know if he could pull off the evil good. Cole Domingo not only can, he's shooting his shot to do so.
Yeah.
He said straight up, yo, one of y'all hit me up, be a villain, I'll do it.
It's fair.
Johnny Blaze and Robbie Reyes, please. It's going to have to be both of them. I really like how the Midnight Suns game did it, where as of right now, Robbie's the Ghost Rider.
Okay.
But Blaze is still out there.
See, that's the only thing I don't like about there being one Ghost Riders, because you're technically supposed to be tied to the demon Zarthos. He's the demon that powers the whole concept.
You're right.
The idea that there's multiple demons that just make Ghost Riders, like, so does any demon could be a Ghost Rider? Like, it's not like, I don't know, like Zarthos being the spirit of vengeance. Is a better play as a singular demon.
I agree, but the problem is, Robbie is Latino.
So, give him a motorcycle. Latinos can't have motorcycles.
Shit, no, you're not wrong. It's just that Blaze is too popular, but Robbie's Latino. Like, we need both. And we need to distinguish the two.
Change the name back to Johnny Blaze and make him Latino. Done.
Johnny Jose Blaze.
Johnny Jose Blaze.
Joaquin Blaze.
Joaquin Blaze.
Hey, that's actually kind of hard.
Joaquin Blaze.
Wait, hold up. That's actually kind of hard.
We fixed it.
Joaquin Blaze is kind of hard.
You're welcome, Marvel. There's another gem.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be stealing that from us. Anyways, in the 90s, though, Johnny and Danny were both in Midnight Suns. You're right. And one wasn't the black one wasn't Ghost Rider at the time. I think it was Johnny who wasn't the Ghost Rider. Or maybe it was Danny. One of them wasn't a actual Ghost Rider at the time. I think Danny. I think it was
Danny,
Blaze.
Yeah, I think Danny was
the Ghost Rider. I like Blaze's motorcycle better than Johnny's. Like that's my problem. Maybe because like I'm a product of the '90s. Like to me, the Catch's motorcycle is more iconic. Like that's just me though.
Yeah.
Anyways, I gotta go because I really have to pee.
But, yeah, thank you for tuning in. It's your boy Funny Toast. The toast is with the mostest.
That's old nerdy bastard. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Peace.